How do you think shows have changed? Do you think they've gotten shorter? Do you think they've gotten simpler? Do you think they've gotten more?
It's funny, I think I see a little bit of everything, but for me, they've gotten simpler. And also it's funny, I don't know if they've gotten shorter or longer, but I've taken out length as a need. If you do over an hour, you're putting yourself at risk of not being able to book the show after that experience. And, it's one thing if you're going to get picked up and be brought into a commercial off-Broadway house, and I'm sure, an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes makes a difference for people. Or, Twilight, I saw that, like it's 2 acts, I think, it's a full event. But most of the time, I think time I'm not as worried about, especially because you're developing something. So you can put something up that's 20 minutes, you can put it up 40 minutes an hour. I also think it's about simplicity of figuring out how can you manage something to travel with it, because it does, and this is not, I don't know if this speaks to the industry or something like that. I just think it's about people figuring out, how can I do the show? How can I make this my calling card? And if it's my calling card, it needs to go to Houston. It needs to go to Scotland. There's not going to be a truck. You're not Lily Tomlin and John Leguizamo and people like that,
Even though I thought when I chose an army trunk that was really simple, little did I know. People, people
haven't, heavy.
Yeah, people haven't seen my show. When you do a solo show, when you pick an army trunk, you don't think that you're going to have to carry the army trunk to rehearsal, carry it away from rehearsal, carry it to the theater, carry it away from theater. You're not going to be able to store it, So, but all your shows, to a degree, are fairly simple. And I think set-wise, it was really simple. And I find it that it's a rare purity that you don't see on stage anymore, because you're forced to focus on theater.
On story.
Story.
And we did. It was funny because, there's some, you're right, I loved what we did because we had a flag behind it. It was very simple. It all fit in the trunk.
Yeah.
But had all the elements to allow it to be beautiful, the letter and things. But I think of Adina's show had video in it.
Yeah, she did. She had projection in it.
But
her set was still pretty
that's
simple.
Now easier to do because you can put the projection on the computer. You're traveling with a projector that's tiny, so it's in a laptop.
You can probably run it from your phone now.
Yeah, it's so much simpler to do. You just need to, in her materials, is a screen and, figuring out. And the screen is in that particular show is like a bed sheet that's because it's about school shootings.
Yeah, you can get pretty creative
with
with that.
hang with the homecoming. So it's great.